Hello, everybody. Boston Bruce back. Operation Regimental Combat Team, turn 16, USA KMT, and we're in January of 1944. Look at the income chat. I think it's right. I'm starting to wonder, though. Here is the Money in the Bank chat. Hopefully that's right, too. I won't do the victory things. Tech chat. All right, let's get to it. 44 seconds already. All right, KMT. KMT has 7 to spend, and they're not buying anything. But they do have they do have one combat move. We're going to walk one infantry out of Hunan, and he's going to sacrifice himself and go into Shangtung. Take that for the KMT. And that's the only combat move. Other infantry in Hunan will back up into Kwangtung, bringing that total up to 11 regular infantry in Kwangtung. Also coming into Kwangtung will be cavalry from Kwichao, back up to 3 cavalry in Kwangtung, and 2 artillery from Yunnan will walk into Kwangtung. And that's all our non-combat moves and combat moves. We go up 2 to 7. Yeah, 2 for Shangtung, 2 for Hunan, 2 for Kwangtung, 1 for Yunnan. So that's 7 plus 2. So $9 we'll collect. And we'll have 16 for next turn. USA had 79. They now have 76. They got convo rated for 3. It was our turn, finally. Tech. I could say I PBF myself, but I had a busy day, so I wanted to make this as short as possible. I let my partner, Pete, do it. And he continued his horrible tech success with a 3 on advanced mechs, a 5 on radar, a 4 on factories, a 2 on subs. Hooray! He hit a heavy bombers for me, though, with an 11, and logistics with a 9. So maybe next turn we finish off strategic bombers, and logistics actually moves to stage 2. All right. Purchases, 76. We're going to spend it all. We're going to buy 4 militias for 8 and 1 militia upgrade for 2. That's 10. We're going to build a minor port for 2 in our Tukakis. We're going to build our fighter in London. We have Trump capitalism still. Probably not much longer. We're going to pay for 4 stages of heavy battleships at 5 each because we have Big Blue currently. We're going to lend-lease tank destroyer to the Far East Command. Also, that we have to repaint that one because it was supposed to go to the Russians, but now they've got sneaky. So that is it with that. We're going to build a tactical bomber. We're going to build an air transport and an airborne for 11 and 8 and 3. And I'm going to start an airfield in Wake. So let's get to it. We got all kinds of fun stuff to do. We got some combat on both sides of the board. Oh, just so fun. Let me see what I would have rolled for tech, seeing I had the dice here set up. 8 on a red. Oh, I would have hit bombers too. And the red dice and a green 7. What would that have been? Oh, I would have hit radar and mechs. Oh, I hope my film ain't coming out blurry. My camera looks a little blurry for some reason. All right, let's get to it. going to walk around the board, get our first attacks. Well, they're combat moves, but they're not really attacks. Here in southern England, where's the card? Oh, here it is. We're going to take 2 American fighters. One is going to go on combat air patrol in A6, and the other is going to go into A17 on combat air patrol. So I can take that out of there. That's done. And that is it. And actually, while I'm up over this side of the board, I'm going to fly this medium bomber, because I won't be coming back here again. 1 into A25, 2 into 26, 3 into 19, 4 into 20, 5 into 21, and he's going to land in southern England. Trying to remember if I was going to move the jet into southern England. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that one. I might want to move both my planes to southern England, but I forgot about that. Alrighty. I have to check on that one. That's basically it on that side of the board. Up towards Europe side. Alright, in here in the Med. Coming out of that's I5. Will be a fighter and a tactical. 1 into M8, 2 into M4, 3 into M2, 4 into northern Algeria. Also coming, I guess I have to move the carriers to show that he can catch it. 1, 2, 3, he's an M2. Battleship, 1, 2, 3, he's going to bombard. TAC transport, regular transport, 1, 2, 3. Carrying 2 Marines and an infantry from Lower Egypt. Also coming out of port in Gibraltar is 2 naval transports carrying 3 infantry and an advanced artillery. Oh, and actually, hold on. Yeah, I wanted to do that the different way. I brought 2 transports from here. One was the attack transport. He is actually carrying the advanced artillery. I don't remember where they were. I know one of them had an empty spot. So, yeah. 1 Marine is on the attack. Actually, 1 infantry is on the attack transport. That came from I-5, I believe it was. And he'll pick up the advanced artillery, will get on and get off in northern Algeria. Yeah, that's how that is. Okay, so I'll have 6 infantry and 1 artillery. Coming out of port in Gibraltar will be a heavy cruiser to provide bombard. So I'll have 1 first strike at 4 and 2 at 3. 1 for the advanced artillery coming off the attack transport, and 1 heavy cruiser. He's got a first strike at 3 also with his artillery. All right, I got 2 coastal subs here in M2. They're going to convoy raid the Italians. And I believe that's it on that side of the board. Yeah, that's it. Next, this side of the board, a couple more combats. Coming out of New Britain, carrying a anti-aircraft gun and a infantry, coming in 1 into P-44, 2 into P-43, and we're going to drop a AAA and an infantry off in Guam. Take that for the U.S. Yeah, that's actually non-combat. Okay. Coming out of P-64, carrying an infantry and an artillery is an attack transport. It's going 1 into 63, 2 into 61 to attack Java, excuse me. 2 battleships, 1, 2, bombarding. 1 tactical bomber, 1, 2, 3, attacking Java. I guess I have to move the carrier. 1, 2, over to here. The fighter will be non-combat moving 1 into P62, 2 into 51, 3 into 50. Let's see. It's in 64. 1, 2, 3, 4 land in Malaya. So the fighter will land in Malaya. That'll be non-combat move. Unless I have to move the carrier right now, but I don't think. All right, so we got that one. Let's get these arrows out of here so we know. Coming out of the Philippines, grabbing 2 infantry in C-Zone P42, going 1 into 51, 2 into 60. We're going to drop an infantry off on Borneo, and the others in, I think that's Celebes. Oh, yeah, Celebes. Take both those for the Americans. And those are walk-ons, so that's 1 for Celebes, 2 for Borneo. So I'll mark those right now. So 3 down for the Japs to 31, 3 up for us to 67. Coming out of P14, going 1 into 32, 3 into 41, 2 into 41, 3 into P50. We'll try and take the last $2 off of the Japanese convoy rating. Coming from P35, moving into P16 is a coastal sub where there is already one. Oh, yeah, I want to go that way. If I go that way. Do I want to? Lose 2 coastal subs for $5. He can hit it with, what's he got there? He's got 4 planes. 4 planes. Yeah, I'll go there anyway. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to not do that combat move. I'm just going to back up into 35. I think that's what I decided to do. So I think that is all my combat moves. So I can roll for convoy rating in the Pacific and then the Med. So let's start with the Pacific. Japanese don't have radar, so I get +2. Red's the attacker. So that's 2 plus 3, 5, 5 to 2. We finished off that convoy line to 5. So that's 2 less for the Japanese. Down to 48. The Italians do have radar, so that's +1. Coastal subs +1. So that's even. First sub, nothing. Second sub, and we took the $1. So Italy back to 11. Next battle. We have a battle here in Java. I'm going to have, it's a mountain, so I'll have 2 at 4, 1 at 3 for first strikes. 2 at 4, 1 at 3. That's a 7. Almost looked like a 3. All right, I got a tactical bomber at 7. That's an 8. And I got an infantry at 2 because it's in the mountains. And it's boosted, so it's at a 2. That's a great dice. His militia 4. God, it's blurry. All right, so I got an advanced artillery at 3. Misses. I got an infantry at 2. Misses. I got a tactical bomber at 7. Hits. And a militia for him. 10. All right, so we take Java. That's where at 2. We had an infantry and an advanced artillery. That's a much more normal fight. The tactical lands on the carrier. I ain't as lucky as Randall was at first strikes. That's why I was worried, and I get worried about these thin battles. All right, so that's 2. So Japan down to 29. U.S. up to 69. Over here, I got a first strike at 4 with a battleship, and 2 at 3. 1 with the heavy cruiser and 1 with the advanced artillery. So this time it's 1 at 3, 2 at 3, 1 at 4. 2 at 3, 1 at 4. 2 at 3, 1 at 4. 2 at 3. And I got a 1 at 4. So I got 1. He's got 1 at 3. And that's a 9. I thought it was a 2. So I got 1. He got none. So he'll lose, I guess, the Italian motorized. Probably the better choice. DAC troops don't have penalties. So now I got 1 boosted infantry at 2. Actually, I should have did it wrong. I should have had the Marine in the attack transport, but I didn't. I don't know. So I'm going to have 1 at 2 and 5 at 1. 1 at 2, 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 5 at 1. So no hits. I've got a fighter and a tactical. Fucking unbelievable. My fucking rolling always sucks. Always sucks. Alright, so he's got well, actually, he would have took the artillery because it already fired. So 3 at 4. One hit. Well, that ain't too bad. I'll lose a regular infantry. So he's got 3 units. I've got 3 infantry, 2 Marines, and an advanced artillery. So 1 at 3. 4 at 1, 1 at 2. One at 3 is a hit. 1 at 2. There's a miss. I'll double check. I don't want to fuck this up. So I had one hit and the one boosted. So 4 at 1. Yeah, 4 at 1. 4 at 1 and then my aircraft. Nothing. Fighter. Hits. Tactical. Hits. So 2 hits and 1 before, 3. I believe that's all he's got, just to make sure. Yes, so 3 at 4. 3 at 4. 1. 2 hits. 2 more than I wanted. Shitty. So I'll lose 2 infantry. Take it with 3. Actually, barely enough units. 2 Marines, 1 infantry, and 1 motorized. I mean, 1 advanced artillery. So I'll take that one for the USA. That's worth 1. Go to 70. Germany goes to 56. Need a Rodnell. That wasn't that good. Lost a lot more units than I wanted there. Didn't really have couldn't really take any of my aircraft down from London, you know. People are scared. All right, we're going to move this tactical and fighter onto the carrier there. What else we got? Probably going to send some planes. He'll take it back. Oh, yeah. I believe that's all the combat moves. Coming out of... There's all the fleet. Fleet's kind of gone. Coming out of I-5, 1, 2, 3 into M2 is the other 2 ships, my destroyer and my light cruiser. So I'm gonna let's see. I go in port. Oh, let me see something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I only got range of 5, so I have to land there. A battleship that bombarded and the heavy cruiser that bombarded are both going to go into port in northern Algeria. Maybe get to use a skeleton crew marker. All right, we got the dollar off the Italians, so that was pretty good, I guess. It would be nice to get more. All right, so there's really nothing left on this side of the board to use, to move. Yep. All right, get a little non-combat move down this end. Strategic naval move. Transport from P25. 1 into 24, 2 into 23, 3 into 22. He'll pick up 2 infantry. 4 into, what is that? 27, 5 into 36. And go in port in Midway. And drop them 2 infantry off in Midway. Coming out of San Francisco, will be a heavy battleship and a heavy fleet carrier. 1 into 30, 2 into P29, 3 into 37, 4 into Wake. Coming from San Francisco, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, landing on Wake as a fighter. And another non-combat move over here in the Pacific. Coming out of the Caroline Islands, going is a transport coming out of port carrying a Marine and a light armor. It's going to go 1 into 44, 2 into 42, 3 into 41. Drop the Marine and the artillery off on the North Island of the Philippines and go in port in Hong Kong. I don't think there's a piece left on the board. It didn't really do anything. Okay, let's place some units. Better get a construction marker. Oh no, it's only a one-turn build. All right, we're going to build a minor port here in Tukakis. We're going to build a fighter in London. Now, this is going out to the Hambone. I got in London I have 2 fighters and a jet. In Southern England I have a jet, a fighter, and a medium bomber. And I have a fighter on map in A17 and A6. Before Germany goes, he may want to reach out to England. These 2 made non-combat move. Actually, yeah, the jet and 1 fighter, the one that not the one before, not the one I built, but the one that was already there, may want to go to Southern England, so might want to check. He seems to think you're coming, so he can pick where he wants them. These are all basically his fighters to control. To control. All right. Everything else. All right. We paid for 4 stages of battleships. So we're going to finish one. It's going in San Francisco. We're going to move 1 to 2 and place 2 more. I don't even know if I have any more. I don't think I do. So actually I can do it this way. I'll put a chip over here under this one, bringing that up to 6 heavy battleships in Wake. And I'll put these 2 over here on the production chart. Lend-Lease being built in San Francisco, goes to Hawaii, goes to Wake, goes to the Caroline Islands, goes 1, 2, 3 to, actually let's see, we gotta stay out of C zone P50, so let's see how we do this. We come to Caroline, from there we go to New Britain. And now we have movement of 5. 1, 2. I wonder if I can use this port. I just got it though. Let me see how I get it there. Oh, they go backwards. Here we go. We'll do it this way. We get to the Caroline Islands, then we go over to Kwangtung, or even Tonkin, and deliver it. Actually, that railroad does not connect. So I don't know if it would have to stop in Burma, but it's not home country, so I don't know. I'm having a little trouble with this one. So if for some reason I can't deliver it, I don't know. I don't know if we've been looked at it. We thought we could. Oh, here we go. I could come out of this way. Yeah, to Puerto Rico, to Gibraltar. We can come right through the Med. No problems. Okay, there we go. All right, so 2 tank destroyers for the Far East Command now. That takes care of that. Takes care of that. Start our airfield and wake. Tactical bomber goes in San Francisco. Air transport San Francisco. Airborne San Francisco. Actually, let me look. Maybe I want to put that on the West East Coast. I don't think so, but nah, we need it over here. We need it going this way. All that's left is 4 militia and an upgrade. The upgrade is in Wake, so I'll place another militia, and one of the militias being built is there. So that leaves me 3 militia. One of those goes in Midway. One of them goes in the North Island of the Philippines. And the other one's going on the Caroline Islands. Yep, I believe that's it. So 1, 2, 3. I built one there, I built one there. Yep, that's it. All right, collect income. We'll have $82 for next turn. Probably lose about 5 or so to convoy rating. So 82 for next turn. We won't have Big Blue next turn. Oh yeah, no, will we? No. So we're at 82. KMT's at 16. We hit strategic bombers and logistics. All right, unit recap. San Francisco is the air transport, a heavy battleship, an airborne, and a tactical bomber. Hawaii is nobody. Nimitz is sitting there. Midway is a militia, 2 infantry. I built a minor port and a 2 Kikisk. Wake is 4 infantry and a militia, 2 fighters. In port is 6 regular battleships, 6 heavy battleships, a heavy fleet carrier, a heavy cruiser, 3 destroyers, and an attack transport. On Guam, I have a AAA and a infantry. There's a transport in P-43. Caroline Islands has a militia. The North Island of the Philippines has a militia, a marine, and a light armor. There's a transport in port in Hong Kong. I didn't land my fighter. My fighter landed in Malaya. He was in 64. 1 into 62, 2 into 60, 3 into 59, 4 into 50, 5 into Malaya. So I have a fighter in Malaya. I got an infantry in Borneo, an infantry in Celebes, a transport in P-60, 2 battleships, an attack transport, a tactical bomber, and a fleet carrier in P-61. Java is an advanced artillery and infantry. I have a destroyer in P-64. He is going to go 1, 2 into P-60. And I got a fleet sub in P-50. 2 coastal subs in P-35. I think I got everything over here. Northern Algeria, I have 2 Marines and infantry and advanced artillery. In port is a heavy cruiser and a battleship. I'm trying to think if I want them in port. 4, 5, 6 units. He can bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can carpet bomb. He could pull his fighters out of Paris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-6, land in Morocco. I can't scramble out of port if he attacks, though. What's he got? He got that. He got that. Yeah. I think we'll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he carpet bombs. He's gonna hit one. Always happens. I think I'm gonna stay out of port. So in M2 is a fighter and a tactical on a fleet carrier, 2 coastal subs, 4 transports, 2 light cruisers, 1 heavy cruiser, 1 battleship, 4 destroyers. The 2 that are in Gibraltar will come out of port. Yeah. All right, Gibraltar already did. There's just 2 militia over there. We did England. I believe that's everything. We should be good to go. Turn it over to Hambone, Germany. Final turn of the game, maybe. Turn 17 coming up. Verbal die ending. If I was rolling right now, what would happen? The game would have ended. But it's 8 turned 17. So, Boston Bruce, sign it out. Turn it over to Hambone with Germany. Turn 17. We're going July of 1944. Boston Bruce, sign it out.